Hey there, gang. Welcome back to Papa's Model Workshop. I'm Papa, and this is my workshop. So in the last video, I had mentioned that I was going to be testing out the new and improved bare metal foil, and I did. And I'm really very happy to report that it seems to be working pretty well. Now, this is a old beat up Impala that I did years ago, and I tested out the bare metal foil on the back window of this Impala, and it looks like it's sticking real well. Rubbing my finger on it, and it seems to be adhering without any problems. And I did this a couple of hours ago, so this has been here for, well, like I said, a couple of hours, and it seems to be holding up. So I'm rather encouraged by that. Now, I started Linda's Mustang, and I got the front.
Can I say hi to them?
Yes, I got the grandchildren here. Adam wants to say hi. Say hi, Adam.
Hi.
Okay, you want to say, all right, hold on. Let me turn this around, and you can say hello to everybody, okay?
Hello.
There you go. There's Adam, okay? I don't know where Liam went. Here's Adam and here's Adam and Liam's workbench right over here. It's right behind the paint bench. And here's Liam, okay? All right, guys. Everybody saw you. Okay. All right. So, and there's the assembly bench over there, or the build bench across the workshop. So, anyway, let's get back to just zoom this out a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right. So let's get back to the Mustang. And yeah, I have about half of the front windshield area done with the bare metal foil. I still have to burnish down this top area here, but it's sticking, is what I'm trying to say, and I'm not really incurring any issues. So what I want to do, I think I mentioned in the last video that I was going to go over just how you do this. Now, some of you more experienced guys, you know how to do this, but for some of the beginners, this might be a little bit of a tutorial. And I just cut off little strips. Now, this is the strip that went over here. All right, that's the size strip that I used, and I just cut that in half so I could use the other half on this side right here. That's what we're going to do right now. So let's see if I can do this for you on camera without screwing it up. And I'm going to grab... Is that getting on camera? Yeah, okay, I think that's on camera. So I'm going to grab just a little bit of this with my tweezers. Okay, and peel that right off. Okay. And let me set that aside. And sorry, I'm bumping the camera. Okay. Okay. So I will position this. I'm trying to position this in such a way that you can see it, but so that I can still do it because I'm behind the camera here. So I'm going to bring this edge right up here. And no, I missed it. Okay. As I said, it's not easy doing, and I ripped the whole thing. Look at that. See that? I ripped the whole thing. Okay, so we're going to have to start with a new piece. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So let me measure that. And I've got my little measuring device here. Okay, so let me take a look here and see. We'll remeasure that. Okay, and that looks about right. Okay, so let me take that same measurement and put it right down here. Okay, And again, I'm trying to do this so you can see it and at the same time get this done properly. And I know my hand is in the way, I'm sorry, but okay, there's my little cut. And I'll take my ruler when I can find it. Here it is. Okay. So I made a little mark as to where I want to cut this. All right. And I don't want to cut too deeply with this, because I don't want to cut the backer, the backing paper, if I can avoid it. And the reason for that is because when you try to strip this off of the backing paper, if you've cut through the backing paper, then when you come in with the tweezers like this, it's not going to separate from the backing paper. You're just going to pull the backing paper and the piece of bare metal foil off together. And when you do that, then you're going to have the bare metal foil still clinging to the backer paper, and that's not what we're trying to achieve. We want to get that off. Okay, so I'm just going to see if I can clean that up a little bit. Okay. And I kind of did that by eye. So hopefully this is going to be long enough. Hopefully. Yeah, it looks like it will be. Okay, very good. Okay. I hope you can see this okay. And I'm banging the camera here with my foot. This camera is sitting on a tripod, I guess. And the tripod has these three big legs at the bottom. And as I'm standing here, my big fat feet keep hitting it. And that's why the camera's bouncing around. In general, bare metal foil is really not that difficult to use and to work with. It's just that I'm trying to do this in such a way that you can that you can see it, and I'm doing it from behind the camera. So it's really not as difficult as I'm making it look right now. Okay, so let's see if we can get in here with an X-Acto knife and trim that off a little bit. And I need to. Okay. I put the magnifying visor down so I could see it. And from the distance that I am, with the camera being in the way, it's not working. But I think that I've got that on there pretty well. This is why I have a whole lot of respect for the YouTube people that do this on a regular basis and make it look so easy, because really trying to do what you need to do with your model and do it in such a way that you can present it on camera so it's visible, that you can see what I'm doing, it's not that easy. So I have a great deal of respect for you folks that make this look so easy on camera, because I think I've mentioned this before. Model building is easy sometimes, but video production is hard. Right. So anyway, I think I've got this on there pretty well now. I came up just a tiny bit short here. That's okay. because I can always add a little supplemental piece right there. I'm going to need a little piece to go on the bottom here. And if I'm really careful and lucky, I can maybe cut that so it goes right around in one piece. Probably not going to be able to achieve that, though. I'm probably going to have to go with one little tiny piece here and one little tiny piece here. But for the most part, yeah, we've got this whole thing pretty well rimmed in our bare metal foil. So that's coming out quite nicely. Again, this has to be burnished. This top area has to be burnished a little bit more, but we'll work on that. This is a work in progress. All right, so all of a sudden, it got very quiet down here. I think the grandkids went upstairs. Let me get my measuring tool here. And let's see if I can get a measurement for this. All right, that looks like right about there. Okay, I think that'll work. Okay. I do think that will work. I just realized that I've got the fan on. Usually I shut the fan off because I don't want that to be a background noise, and it's been on the entire time that I've been talking to you. So I hope that's not been a distraction. Okay, so I got that little piece cut. And again, hopefully I didn't go through the backing paper. See, this is what happens. If you cut that backing paper and then you try to go in and extract your piece of bare metal foil, what you end up doing really is you pull this whole thing up with the foil still attached. So, I mean, you can still deal with it. It's just easier if you don't do it. So let me see if I can get in here. And what I really need here is my visor, my magnifying visor, to be down to do this, but I can't flip that down, because if I flip that down, the distance I am, because the camera is between me and the bare metal foil, and so I'm not going to be able to see it. So let's see here. And that's way more than what I need. Way, way more. Okay. But you know what? Let me just stick it on there. Okay. And this is a Tamiya cotton swab. This is not a Q-tip cotton swab. And the difference is that this is much thinner and it's wound tighter, so you won't get all those fuzzies coming off. So I'm just going to... I hear the grandchildren coming back down. Here's Adam. Adam's back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Adam's back.
Oh my god.
Okay. And you see, I've got an X-Acto knife here someplace because I just cut that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. It might just be better if I took this magnifying visor off altogether. This is the magnifying visor, and you flip this down and magnifies everything really well. But the problem is that it only works if you're up close to what you're working on. It doesn't work from a distance. And the other thing is that I've got the magnifying glass flipped up. And as I mentioned, I am over the camera. And with that thing flipped up, I keep hitting the camera. So finally came to the conclusion that maybe I should just take it off. And you don't want to press very hard here. You don't want to press very hard at all because you don't want to scratch your paint. And this is more, a feel, because you're feeling along that drip line on the car. That's what I'm resting my knife against.
Papa?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go bathroom.
Oh, okay, Adam. Adam's going to the bathroom. Okay, so let's grab this gingerly because we don't want to scratch our paint. Grab that with my finger. Oh, I have a feeling that if I pull that, I'm going to pull the whole thing up. I gotta get another cut. I gotta get another cut right in here. Right there. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. At least for that bottom part. I gotta get the rest of this off. Okay. And yeah, we're slowly getting there on this. Okay. Now, I just got to take this away from the camera and bring it up and look at it closely. So it's going to go out of your visual range for a second. I just have to see what I'm doing here. Okay. Now I can see. Seeing is a good thing when you are working on your model. Okay. So, all right, bring it back. And what I want to do is I need to make this a little bit thinner, just a little bit. Okay. And whoops, can you see that little piece of foil on the tip? This tip right here. Okay. That little tiny bit of foil. Now, in real time, okay, it looks like a tiny little speck. You almost can't even see it. But you know what? When you get in to what you're working on, all of a sudden this thing is like a boulder. All right, and you're more experienced guys. I think you know what I'm talking about when I say that. I'm just trying to straighten out this little piece that flapped over. Okay, and we'll take our Tamiya swab and see if we can straighten that out. Okay, and we're almost there on this left side. This has to be worked on a little bit more, and I may have to do that off camera because I got to tell you, trying to lean over and hold this at a distance so you can see it on camera is difficult. But I did want to just come back on here and show you this. Because I think I mentioned in the last video that I was gonna. You're back? Okay, Adam. All right, Adam's back. Say hello to everybody, Adam. But don't bang the camera. You're banging the camera.
Hello.
Okay. Don't bang the camera though, okay?
I got stuck, but now I'm not dropped.
Okay.
Let's get a ride.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to probably have to work this a little bit more off camera because, as I said, for me to work on this and keep it on camera, I'm quite a distance away. And I'm in an awkward position behind the camera. So, but I think you have an idea about doing this. You just drape this right on here and let it mold to the window frame. You burnish it down. I actually have a burnishing tool right here, see? And this will burnish things down and so forth. And it's got a little bit of a recessed area in here so you can take it, and this is kind of neat. And I think I got this on Amazon. I'm not sure. It was so long ago. Don't ask me how much I paid for it, but I'm sure it wasn't much. Or you could simply use, a Tamiya cotton swab. See the difference? There's a Q-tip cotton swab. See the difference between how fluffy and so forth that is? And if you use that, it'll work. It's just that, you run the risk of some of those fluffies coming off. Okay. Or, a lot of times guys will simply use a toothpick. Okay. And I'm sorry, I said sometimes guys use a toothpick. There's a lot of female model builders out there. I didn't mean to see, I just chipped that. I didn't mean to be sexist and leave you ladies out of the equation here. There are an awful lot of ladies that build models. I was talking to one in a Facebook group a little while ago. So anyway, that's just a little bit of how I do the bare metal foil. Now, of course, I have to continue on between these two wipers and over here on this left side and over on this right side, and then I will be completed with the windshield. And of course, I have to go all around the windows and the rear window with the bare metal foil as well. But that's a little synopsis on putting on the bare metal foil. But the more important part is this so-called new and improved bare metal foil appears to be just that, new and improved. It appears to be sticking. Okay, it's not rubbing off. It's not coming off. I recall, when I used the bare metal foil before, if I touched it, it would come off. So this appears to be working. So that's why I wanted to just quick jump on and show you that this does appear to be working. And I just wanted to show some of you folks who maybe aren't familiar with the application of bare metal foil, how I do it. This is just my way of doing it. There's lots of ways of doing it. And believe me, it's really not as difficult as I made it appear, because again, I'm repeating myself, doing this from behind the camera and at the distance that I am from the car. It's just an awkward position and an awkward distance to be doing this sort of thing. When you're at home doing this, you can get right down and, do what you have to do. So anyway, I think that'll do it for this episode. I'll tell you, before I leave, something I've been kind of toying with is, whoops, oh, Maggie's down here too. I didn't even know that. We got the whole gang down here. Okay. In another lifetime ago, a long time ago, I used to teach oil painting. And I used to teach every single weekend at a different store. Back then, we used to have Lee Ward's and Michael's and Ben Franklin's stores, and each weekend I would teach at a different store. Anyway, the point of this story is, back when I had my classes there, we used to have the word of the day, and that was, a silly little thing, but you know what? People actually kind of looked forward to that. So I'm thinking of bringing back the word of the day when I do the videos. So I'm not going to do word of the day right now, because in order to do word of the day, I have to think of a word. So let me chew on that. Maybe the next video will have a word of the day. Okay, so thanks for checking back in. And I'll see you in the next video. And give me a thumbs up, okay? And subscribe, please. Subscribe. I want to be able to stay in touch with all of you. I think you get a notification if you subscribe. And I think my video production is starting to get a little bit better compared to the way it was in the very beginning. So yeah, hit the subscribe button and give me, like I said, a thumbs up. Or if you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. You can leave me a comment. And as usual, you can go to my Facebook page at Papa's Model Workshop on Facebook, or email is papasmodelworkshop@gmail.com. And here comes Karen. Say hi, Karen. I told you I got everybody down here. Okay, gang. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.